Chapter number 3 of Civics, How the State Government Works, Part 1. Hello students, how are you? I hope that you are fine. Today we are going to start third chapter of Civics of your class. The chapter is How the State Government Works. How the State Government Works, and today we will study Part 1. In this part we will know about the formation of state government and the functions of government. What is the name of our country? India. And what kind of government is there? Democratic government. Means there is democracy in India. Democracy. What is democracy? It is derived from two words, demos plus kratos. Means this is the demos means people, kratos means rule. So this is the rule of people. When the people elect their government, their rulers, that is democratic government, and it works for the welfare of people. It means this is the form of government that is elected by the people, that is democratic government. And in India, democratic government is existing. In the previous class, we studied about the levels of government, different levels of government. For example, local government, state government and central government. And in the previous class we discussed in detail about local government, means Panchayati Raj, right? Panchayati Raj or Panchayats, in which we discussed about Gram Panchayat, Gram Sabha, Jila Parishad, right? Block Samiti, Panchayat Samiti, etc. In this chapter we will study about state government, how the state government is formed and how does it work, means what are the functions of state government. As we discussed now that what are the functions of the government, means the government works only for the welfare of people. So whose responsibility? Democratic government's responsibility is there for the welfare of people. So whose responsibility? We'll know and we will discuss about this conversation. So let's start this conversation. So dear students, with the help of this conversation we will come to know about the responsibility of government, that who is responsible for the problems of the people and for welfare of people. Two friends are talking in a school library and they are reading newspaper, and after reading newspaper they came to know about the problem of people, water shortage, means the people are facing water shortage and due to which they are falling sick. After that, one is saying in many villages people were found to be drinking unclean water, means people are not getting the good quality water, and streams have dried up and so have tanks. In the worst affected areas, villagers have been carrying water across great distances. People at the district headquarters of Patalpuram receive water supply once in 3 days. You can think, dear students, that if the people get water once in 3 days, then how the problems will be faced by them. The district hospital here is overflowing with patients, a large number of whom are children with acute diarrhea. Then they also watch on TV. They said 10 people have died from diarrhea. Is that possible? Can one really die from it? Who knows? Just hope I don't get it. My mother said not to have any iced drinks from the market. She gave one of her lectures this morning. You have to be responsible for your health, Shirin. Then another is laughing. Suddenly they are stopped by lady police. Then this road is blocked, she is saying, due to the railing. They have geared out the MLA's residence. Really? Why? Has he done something? Then lady police is laughing. They seem more angry about what he hasn't done. And we demand that the authorities, the person is speaking here, right, with the help of the mic, and we demand that the authorities take immediate action. No To bring the public health situation under control, our MLA must take the responsibility for this. What a loud voice he has. He must be a leader or something. One is saying, another is saying her that I saw him on TV too. He is member of the opposition. So, students, what is opposition? Means the leaders of the party which is not in government. Means which party? The party which could not make the government. So the members of that party are called the people of opposition. So this leader is opposing the policy of the government, and he is criticizing the steps taken by MLAs and not taken by the MLAs. Clear? He is demanding the problem should be solved by our representative, because MLA is the representative of people. So in detail we will understand who is MLA and how MLAs are means reaching in the legislative assembly. So let's discuss. Let's start the chapter in detail. First of all, we'll discuss who is an MLA. Then after that, constituency, majority and opposition. These are the main terms which are very necessary to understand this chapter. The first, who is an MLA? So first of all, we should know what is MLA. MLA means member of legislative assembly, right? Means the person who is the member of legislative assembly is known as MLA. And what is legislative assembly? Legislative assembly is in all the states, in each state, right? Like parliament. Parliament is in India. It makes the laws for entire country, right? It is legislature, because there are three organs of the democratic government. Legislature makes laws, executive implements the laws, and judiciary protects or interprets the laws. In the same way, parliament in India and legislative assembly in states. So in all the states, legislative assemblies are there. In each state, legislative assembly is there. So the members of this assembly are known as MLA, means member of legislative assembly. What does this legislative assembly do? It makes the laws for state, which subjects are given in the state list in the constitution according to 7th schedule. It makes the laws according to those subjects in the state. Now the question is that how MLAs reach in legislative assembly, means how the representatives reach there, how the candidates win election and they become the member of legislative assembly. Clear? So MLAs are the representatives of people. Representatives of people. What are the constituencies? Constituency is a particular area of voters, right? Consisting of voters. Means this is a particular area that is consisting the voters. Number of the voters are there in constituencies. So constituency is the particular area in which voters elect one member for them representatives, right? So MLA is representative of people, means voter elected one MLA from each constituency. The states, all the states are divided into election areas, divided into constituencies. These areas are known as constituencies. Each state is divided into constituencies, and from each constituency one member is elected. Clear? One member is elected. One means for either for Lok Sabha or for legislative assembly. For legislative assembly, the member is elected is known as MLA, and for Lok Sabha or for Rajya Sabha is known as MP, member of parliament. So you have to remember that constituency is a particular area from which the people or the voters elect one member for legislature or legislative. Clear? So all the states are divided into various kinds of constituencies. If we take example of Haryana, right? Haryana is divided into 90 constituencies. It means from each constituency one MLA will be elected, and in this way 90 seats are there in Haryana State Assembly. Haryana State Legislative Assembly. 90 seats are there. It means 90 constituencies are there, and it means 90 members will be elected from entire state Haryana. Getting my point? So this is constituency. Now what is majority? So we are coming further that how MLAs make government, how MLAs choose their CM, Chief Minister, and ministers. So now we'll consider about CM, ministers, right? In this way, and this is the government. And after that we'll understand about opposition. Clear? All the terms are very important. So if in any state the number of constituencies means the number of members in legislative assembly. Clear? So elections will be there for all the members, for all the seats, for all the constituencies. After the election, we'll consider the result. In the result, if any party gets the majority means half plus 1 of total seats. For example, in Haryana, 90 seats are there. So what is the proportion of majority? Means how many MLAs win the election of any party, then they will be able to make the government? 46. Because 90 half 45 plus 1. 46 seats are required to make the government. This is very simple thing. Majority is the proportion of approximately more than half in the number of member of legislative assembly. It is known as majority. And the party makes the government which is in majority. It means in the legislative assembly, if the party wins more than half seats, wins more than half of the total seats of that state legislative assembly. I hope that you are getting my point. You have to listen very carefully. This is very easy topic. Clear? Majority. And what is opposition? So the party which is in majority makes the government, and rest of the members of other parties, those who are not in the government, are called opposition members or opposition parties. Take example, we will take two examples, one from Himachal Pradesh and one from Haryana. So let's discuss. So you can see here the formation of state government. We'll understand with this table and with this comparison of the results of legislative assembly, 4 legislative assembly in Himachal Pradesh and Haryana, right? In Haryana state legislative assembly election. So how the state government is formed? Clear? State government is formed through the elections for legislative assembly. What is the legislative assembly? Legislative assembly is the place where MLAs meet and they sit there to discuss the different kinds of issues for the state. They make the laws, they change the laws according to the welfare of the people. So legislative assembly is that place, right, where MLAs of ruling party as well as opposition party. What is ruling party? Ruling party is the party which makes the government, and after winning more than half of the total seats of that legislative assembly. You have to remember, dear students, ruling party always rules the state and makes the laws, plays very important role in running the government. Clear? And opposition party, the party which is not in the government, which cannot make the government and which could not get the majority, that party or the people, those representatives sitting in the legislative assembly as MLAs, are the opposition. They form the opposition. Clear? So discuss this. Himachal Pradesh total seats are there 68 in the state legislative assembly of Himachal Pradesh, 68 seats. In Haryana assembly, as I told you, 90 seats. In 2017 the elections were held for legislative assembly in Himachal Pradesh, and this was the result, right? Understand the result. And if I ask you that what is the majority number, majority seats, right, for making the government in Himachal Pradesh, half plus 1, it means half plus 1 means 35. We can say 35 seats. Clear? This is the number majority. This is the number of majority seats. 35. It means any party wins 35 seats or more than 35 seats will make the government in Himachal Pradesh. Now understand the result. BJP won 44 seats. Means more than 35. It means this party formed the government in Himachal Pradesh. And Jairam Thakur became the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh because Indian National Congress got only 21 seats. CPIM, Communist Party of India, Marxist, got only 1 seat. And independents. Who are independents? Independents are the candidates, those candidates who win the election, means without any political party. They did not get the tickets from any political party. Clear? Are known as independents. They did not belong any political party and they won the election, reached to Himachal Pradesh Legislative Assembly, are called independents. So independent candidates or independent MLAs are those MLAs who are not belonging to any political party. Clear? So this was the result of Himachal Pradesh 2017 Legislative Assembly election. Now Haryana 2019, clear, assembly election. BJP got 40 seats, INC 31, INLD means Indian National Lok Dal got only 1 seat, JJP, Jananayak Janata Party 10 seats, and other independents and other parties only 8 seats. Total seats 90. And what is the number of majority seats? 46. Clear? 45 plus 1, 46. So any party gets the 46 seats, won the 46 seats, could make the government. But here you can see the result. No single party got the majority seats. So what did happen? BJP and JJP, clear, combinedly formed the government. And if 2 or more political party combinedly form the government, that government is called coalition government. What is called? Coalition government or alliance. Coalition government. So in Haryana now it is coalition government. So this is the process of formation of state government. I hope that you are understanding how chief ministers, CM and ministers, chief minister and ministers are chosen from MLAs, member of legislative assemblies. It means how an MLA becomes chief minister, how MLAs become ministers, right? There is a process. The party which is in majority, that makes the government. After making government, that party, all the MLAs or members of that party choose one leader and that leader become chief minister. For example, in Himachal Pradesh, Jairam Thakur became the chief minister. In the same in Haryana, Manohar Lal Khattar became the chief minister. So that person became chief minister, and after that chief minister provides the ministries or the departments to some MLAs. Clear? Means they have the special power, they have their own offices, and for their department they have the full power. They are called ministers. And in the same way, ministers are fully responsible to the people for their departmental work. Clear? And ministers and chief ministers, they combinedly run the government with their MLAs. Getting my point? Means the ruling party MLAs and opposition party MLAs, all the MLAs form the government and they run the government. Getting my point? But ruling party is only the party which has the winning MLAs in that party. Clear? For example, BJP and JJP in Haryana and BJP in Himachal Pradesh. So this was the topic in this video. I hope that you understood. In the next video, we will study the rest of the part of this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.